Peru. The hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no money, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business. Just look at the ticket. A traveling man. I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters will cry me a river like boo, hoo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Yeah.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns.
Well, the Midwestern snows have come to Southern Ohio, and we are in for a chilly afternoon of football at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all division games.
I think it's one of the more inspired moves by the league because they've made these matchups really count. And typically they mean something, not a lot of coasting as people head towards the playoffs. But I do have to ask, January 7th, is it too late to say it? We're kind of right on the borderline, aren't we, about Happy New Year? Because that always seems to be the subject of debate.
The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. On third down, Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. Now here's Brad Robbins now. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On 1st down, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DJ Reader able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give running right is Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. To throw is Watson. That one caught by Felton. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Again, they turn to Ford. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. This is Ford. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL.
Touchdown, Browns! Jordan Akins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Burrow looking to pass. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To the air again, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Burrow will throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Watson off play action. Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant. Call it a gain of a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
You look at this Browns defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cleveland offense making their way out. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is the fullback, Janovich. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They run it again with Janovich. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
Another carry for the fullback, Janovich. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive,
taking it right down Broadway. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And out now, here come the Bengals. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. "35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
To throw on second is Watson. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now Watson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6. And first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First down, Cleveland.
Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And a short gain here, down to the 22. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now Jones. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Evans. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the option left, it's Burrow. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Hey, come on now. Let's do this.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. 12 more yards there and another first down. Evans running behind center. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Malik Harrison. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Here we go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Right 80. What is it? Right 80.
Now Burrow. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half, and they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Able to find Higgins. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 1st down. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Michael Pittman, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Watson now going to run the option right. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. Watson on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On 2nd down, Evans looking for space.
Shifts by him. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Evans. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 9.
Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. Yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Here we go.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To throw is Watson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson. Incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And now another one thrown incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Jones on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Burrow on play action. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Open man, it's complete to Higgins.